Okay folks, here's the latest care package from Mexico, and it's what I call an entry-level mezcal. Entry-level because number one, it's made of espadin, which is the most common varietal of mezcal. More than 80% of all mezcals made every year come from the espadin variety of agave. So this is an espadin. Number two, it's made in small batches in an artisanal way by a family who has been doing this for generations, the Sanchez family, headed by Romulo Sanchez, who is the master mezcalero who made this. So it's not done in a large factory, it's done in a small place, and they use artisanal methods. They crush the agave using a stone wheel. They bake it underneath the ground in underground pits, and they probably distill it in either a clay or a copper pot. Most people would use copper, but still it's called artisanal. And you cannot say artisanal unless it actually is certified to be artisanal. So this is definitely artisanal. Also, it doesn't break the bank. It's available here in the Philippines. It's 2,500 pesos a bottle, more or less. So it's a great way to introduce people to mezcal. And the difference with this is when you taste it, espadin is really very common, and people tend to gravitate towards other varietals like Tobala, Madre Cuiche, and all that. But espadin is always a go-to variety, and it's really good because espadin is when you taste the difference between mezcal and tequila. Tequila is kind of sweet, depending on whether it's a highland or lowland tequila, which we'll get into in another video. It tends to be sweet, and you notice when you drink your first mezcal at espadin that it's kind of smoky. I always say that, but it's true. And there's a plant herby texture and taste to it that is hard to describe. You have to kind of taste it. There's salt in it, there's smoke. It's kind of like drinking a smoked meat. That's kind of the taste of this. So I suggest you try this if you're starting out. Try this, La Herencia de Sanchez. And there's another one that's made by the Sanchez family, which I will talk about in a later review. But this is the brand of the Sanchez family that is sold mostly in Mexico. In the next review, I'll show you what they sell to the outside world. Obviously, this is available outside of Mexico, but it's mostly sold in Mexico. It's mostly for a domestic market. The other brand that they sell is about double the price, and it's mostly exported. We'll talk about that in the next video, but in the meantime, enjoy your mezcal.